welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my video, and I want to say real quick to all of my followers, thank you so much for your support. I have made it to 700 subscribers, which is huge, and so I just want to say thank you so much. Today's video is going to be about where I am at in my pregnancy. I am exactly 17 weeks and 5 days, so this coming Monday I will be 18 weeks. But in this video, I'm going to talk about what I've been dealing with since 12 weeks, since I have not had the time. I have not had the time to video or do like an update. So I owe you guys like 5 weeks. I wish I would have been doing it from the beginning, but I don't think we would have like announced it on YouTube that early. So today I'm going to talk about my symptoms, my cravings, not only symptoms, but more of things that I've been dealing with this pregnancy. And let me tell you, this pregnancy has been very different, and it's number 5 for me, but you would think by now I'd have it down to a science, but every pregnancy is so different. So a lot of you have been wondering if we are having twins again. And no, we are not having twins. I would not choose to be pregnant with twins again because it is very stressful. It's very difficult on my body, and I mean, I spent a lot of time in the hospital, and I hate being a high-risk patient. I hate it. So not that there's anything, not that being pregnant with twins is horrible, but for me, I felt like it was. There were some fun things that were exciting about being pregnant with twins, but the fact that they came early and I couldn't breastfeed, it was just very different than what I had wanted. And honestly, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, having twins, once they reach like 18 months, your life changes forever. Nothing is what you think it's gonna be. If you think that you're prepared for twin toddlers, think again. Think again. With my pregnancy, with my first, it was so just your typical pregnancy, typical labor, birth. Everything was so just plain as can be. Not plain, it was exciting, but like it was just cut dry. Everything was pretty normal. Obviously with my son Connor, he had a lot of medical problems while I was pregnant, and so my pregnancy is something that was a very traumatic thing for me. And then with the twins, it was just very different with them. I was high risk, first of all, and I felt miserable from the beginning. So it was just, my care was different, I felt different, but what was different was last time I felt very glowy, I felt gorgeous all the time, and this time I do not feel like that. And so yeah, there's a lot of differences there. So I wanted to talk about my cravings first, just to like get that out of the way because it's kind of fun to talk about. I've been craving so bad, but I've been giving into my cravings, and I think it's because I'm getting to that like 20-week line. But yeah, so I've been giving in, and it's Lucky Charms cereal. It's so bad. But I love Lucky Charms so much, and they're so good. I try not to eat them like for a meal. I just eat it more of like a dessert after dinner, but I think about it all day, and that's really bad. And I really have to be careful because I had gestational diabetes, so I have to be really thoughtful about what I am eating. Of course, the reason I had gestational diabetes was mostly because I was carrying twins, so the likelihood of me developing it again is very low, but I still need to be preventative, and I do not want to have that again because it was not fun. So from 12 weeks on, my nausea calmed way down. I never actually threw up this pregnancy, but I was just on the verge of throwing up a lot. But I think for sure around 14 weeks, it was completely gone. And every so often, like this morning I woke up and I felt a little like, I should eat something before I feel sick, but it wasn't like anything huge. It wasn't like I need to go to the bathroom and hang out in there for a while. So something that is exciting is last week I was laying flat on my bed and I actually saw the baby kick on my left side, and that was huge for me because I haven't felt a whole lot of kicking. And this part's really weird. So I have had 2 C-sections, and I think because of going through that twice, my nerves just never healed correctly. And so part of my belly is actually numb and I cannot feel anything. So I've been feeling like deep movement, but I haven't been feeling a whole lot of kicking. And but yeah, last week I was 16 weeks and I did see kicking and I did feel it. And since then I've been feeling it because I think the baby is at the point now where they can like be stronger at kicking. And with every pregnancy you feel things much earlier on. Like for example, and I'm gonna get into this now, is Braxton Hicks. And I hate them so much. They're horrible. So with my oldest, I started having Braxton Hicks at 22 weeks. And then with Connor, I think they started at 20. And then with the twins, they started at 11 weeks. I was just like, what? How is this starting so early? But anyway, this time it started at around the same time. It was about 10 weeks when I started feeling it. And technically our bodies actually start having Braxton Hicks contractions at 6 weeks, but no one really feels them until later on. But this is my 5th baby. So each pregnancy, my Braxton Hicks has gotten like earlier and earlier and earlier. A lot of women don't experience Braxton Hicks, and I'm very jealous of that because I would love to not have them. However, I know that Braxton Hicks are beneficial for your body preparing for labor. So I think my body's just like very prepared. One symptom that I have to say that has been very difficult, since I was 12 weeks, I felt like I traded my nausea for migraines. Oh my gosh, they were horrible, you guys. It's not just like a headache, it is a legit migraine. I would spend an entire day in bed. I'd have to like have ice on my head and my neck, and I couldn't have any light in my room. I put earplugs in because the noise hurt my head of like hearing the kids. It was just, I can't even, like, it's so painful. And that was happening every couple days. It was awful. So, I had a midwife appointment, and thank goodness that she told me to do this. So she felt that I could have an imbalance of my electrolytes. So she wanted me to try drinking Gatorade or vitamin water, something to replenish my electrolytes. And so that's what I did. At first I started with Gatorade, which I honestly, I try to be conscientious about ingredients. And like after I just told you I eat Lucky Charms every day. But have you looked at the ingredients of Gatorade? It's not good. But yeah, I started drinking Gatorade and I feel like I saw an instant difference. My appointment with my OB was about 2 weeks ago, and I have not had one migraine since that appointment, and I feel completely different. I don't know what is going on. I feel like maybe my body was just not absorbing enough fluid or something. But wow, drinking the Gatorade, well, now I've switched to vitamin water because it's less sugar. I mean, there's still stuff in there, and I know I could make my own, but who's got time for that? I know I don't. I've been just drinking vitamin water, and I have like a good supply in my fridge. And so actually last week I had a little bit of a scare because I was having Braxton Hicks contractions for about a day and a half. and they were progressively getting closer together, and they started becoming super uncomfortable, and I thought I might be miscarrying. And so my midwife told me, okay, from now on I want you to drink electrolyte water. I do not want you drinking regular water because this sounds like something that could be happening because you're dehydrated. So since then, I have only been drinking electrolyte water. It has made a huge change in my contractions, in my migraines. So I am so grateful for that. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys my little bump. I think that pretty much wraps it up. So thank you so much for clicking on this video. Click like if you enjoyed this video. And please, if you are pregnant, announce it down below to me so that I can congratulate you. So exciting. Go ahead and click subscribe if you have not done that yet, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!